Well, some great news coming into the Eastern Sierra. Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra issued a press release noting that it is going to begin construction on the new facility by 2020, bringing life to the development of the first all-encompassing smart facility for veterans, and that will be built in Mammoth Lakes. Now, for over a decade, Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra, press release notes, has empowered veterans with disabilities in the Sierra Nevada through therapeutic adaptive sport programs. Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra now seeks to increase its capacity and accommodate over 300 veterans and active military families annually with the construction of the National Wounded Warriors Center. Upon completion of the center, veterans will have access to the most comprehensive reintegration program with continued education and training opportunities provided by local schools, businesses, and agencies. Kathy Copeland, founder and executive director of Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra, said, "With your help, we are hoping to finally break ground on the new veteran facility by the end of 2019. All of the National Wounded Warriors Center donations we receive are going to the campaign for construction so we can get this off the ground and start putting our focus on our injured warriors." Now, the National Wounded Warriors Center program will enable educational opportunities, career counseling, vocational training. This is going to be in collaboration with Saracoso Community College, customized therapeutic outdoor activities in a world-class environment, professional physical therapy and mental health care, wellness counseling, and PTSD recovery opportunities, and the necessary tools for reintegration into civilian life, all while living at the state-of-the-art facility. Kathy Copeland noted some of the men and women who come to us are lost. They've gotten all they can through the VA. They've lost their limbs and jobs and opportunities, and they've been told this is their life now. Our mission is to teach them that it can be more. Now, veterans participating in the comprehensive program participate in year-round activities with Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra. DSES is a Paralympic sports club and chapter of DSUSA, providing adaptive sports including alpine skiing, snowboarding, Nordic skiing, biathlon, kayaking, rock climbing, camping, hiking, cycling, and more. Press release also says, spread the love. To learn about volunteer opportunities, in-kind contributions of services and building materials, recurring giving plans, and establishing a legacy, please give Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra a call, 760-934-0791. You can always see the website, disabledsportseasternsierra.org. And those are the contacts. For more information on Saturdays, well, it's called the Party of the Year. Rarely disappoints. Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra Whiteout Extravaganza. That's taking place this Saturday at the Mammoth Mountain Main Lodge. They're going to have live music by after party, dinner, dancing, silent auction, a wine grab. You know, you can still get online, maybe bid on an auction item or two. Tickets still available. You can get all the information. Again, go to Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra.org, give a call to the office. And I love that there's shuttles running from town and deals available at the Mammoth Mountain Inn, so there's no excuse for drinking and driving. Again, disabledsportseasternsierra.org for all of the information. Well, the Owens Valley Committee issued a news release stating that the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power has postponed the test of the Five Bridges well. LADWP informed the Owens Valley Committee of its decision to postpone the testing of well 385 located north of Bishop in the Five Bridges area. LADWP had scheduled that pumping to begin December 3rd, but agreed to postpone operation pending conclusion of litigation and in light of dry conditions this fall. Now, that news release notes the 1997 Memorandum of Understanding between the City of Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, County of Inyo, California Department of Water, Department of Fish and Game, California State Lands Commission, the Sierra Club, the Owens Valley Committee, and Carla Scheidlinger, 1997 MOU, settled 25 years of litigation over groundwater pumping to fill the second barrel of the Los Angeles aqueduct. Now, that 1997 MOU called for the Inyo LA Technical Group to prepare mitigation plans for many areas of the Owens Valley adversely affected by LADWP land and water management activities during the period from 1970 to 1991. Now, in 1999, LADWP accepted a mitigation plan prepared by the Inyo LA Technical Group, which called for well 385 and the nearby well 386 to be permanently shut down because of damage dewatering from these wells had caused in the late 1980s to vegetation in a large area near the Owens River. In 2014, LADWP modified both wells. Subsequently, DWP gave the wells new designations, argued the permanent shutdown no longer applied, circulated an initial study negative declaration, and scheduled a pump test. Now, the news release says, claiming LADWP had failed to comply with mitigation obligations at Five Bridges and with CEQA, the California Environmental Quality Act. Two lawsuits were filed in 2017, one by Inyo County and the other by the Owens Valley Committee and the Sierra Club. Now, on June 19th of this year, the Inyo County Board of Supervisors settled the county's lawsuit, and the resulting agreement said the parties would temporarily suspend the 1999 mitigation plan provision requiring wells 385 and 386 to be permanently shut down. Thus, the testing of wells 385 and 386 could proceed pending final agreement on a monitoring plan from the LA Inyo Technical Group. Now, as the LADWP and Inyo County plan to begin the pump test December 3rd, Owens Valley Committee filed a motion for a preliminary injunction to halt the testing pending the outcome of the litigation. Shortly afterward, the City of Los Angeles attorney informed the Owens Valley Committee and Sierra Club's attorneys that the pump test would not begin on December 3rd as planned, and the city has agreed to suspend the pumping pending the outcome of the litigation. Now, while that process still has red tape to unravel, the city of Bishop anticipates putting in a water line to the Bishop Veterinarian Hospital on North Sierra Highway as early as this spring, 3 years ahead of schedule. Deb Murphy writes, "Why is this news? Good news at that? Well, the water line is key to the future land releases by the LADWP. The big caveat in any land release is DWP's requirement that the land be supplied with a domestic source, in this case, the City of Bishop." Bishop City Public Works Director Dave Grah told the Bishop City Council at a recent meeting DWP is receptive. Now, work on the water line will require an easement from the department, Grah said. The plan is to combine the water line easement with the long-awaited bike path from CV Lane. Now, the City of Bishop would pay the construction costs, Grah said, and Bishop Vet paying to connect to the line. Now, the hospital sits on the highway western edge of a 150-acre parcel that runs between CV Lane on the east and Sierra Street on the west. The land is zoned residential. Dave Grah said, "We'd like to get something in place so if significant development happened in the area in the future, development would reimburse the city for its share of the construction costs." Now, the significance of the water line wasn't lost on Councilmember Jim Ellis. Said this could open the door to future land releases. Thank Deb Murphy for that story, and we'll be back with more news.